What is a human being? Probably the first idea that comes into our mind when we ask the question, what's a human being, is you're the physical body. Let's look at this. Does a finger alone make a human being? Does a hand alone make a human being? Does an arm alone make a human being? A leg, a kidney, a heart, lungs, large intestine, small intestine, the liver, the brain. Does any of this alone make a human being? So right now, if you break me down, you'll find that I'm made of, you see now the appearance, the form of a man, the appearance of a man. But if you break me down, you will not find a man anywhere. Now, same thing with the mind. Is a human being just thought alone, emotion alone, intellect alone, instinct alone, imagination alone? This is the problem with every field of study which has tried to study a human being in fragments. Biology just studies the body. Neurology just studies the brain. Psychology just studies the mind. And if you look at a human being in small bits and pieces like this, you will never have a complete fullness understanding of what a human being is. You will just have so many fragments, one-dimensional understanding. And a human being is not a one-dimensional being. He's multidimensional. He's not just the body alone. He's not just the mind alone. And let's look beyond this. Right now, the sun is nourishing all life on the planet, isn't it? Suppose tomorrow morning the sun disappears. Where will you be? As you know yourself, you will no longer exist. So in a way, the sun is reflected in me. I'm not separate from the sun. Understand? What about the moon? You'll be surprised. Without the moon, also life on this earth will not be possible. Because the moon exerts a gravitational influence on the earth, a magnetic influence on the earth, which helps control the tilt of the earth, the temperature of the earth, the coming and going of seasons. This is also influenced by the moon. In yoga, we've always known that the immense influence that the moon has on a human being. Just even the cycles of the breath, how the breath is functioning, that is actually influenced by the moon. You'll find that on different phases of the moon, at the time of sunrise, you'll find the breath is either flowing more through the left nostril or more through the right nostril. And it'll make changes throughout the day. Sometimes it'll be more through the left nostril, more through the right nostril. And depending on which nostril is functioning, there's different changes that happen in the brain, in the nervous system. So amazingly, even your breath, even your nervous system is influenced by the cycles of the moon. So doesn't this mean in a way that the moon is also reflected in me? So this is the problem with having a one-dimensional understanding of a human being. You are so vast as the whole existence, and we are limiting ourselves with so many limiting identifications, the roles that we think we're playing in life, the masks that we are carrying about ourselves. So it's a bit like this. This cup of water, is it empty or full? What do you think?
It is full.
Empty or full? Full?
It's full.
Empty or full?
It has empty part.
What do you think? Empty or full?
At this moment, it's full of water.
Okay. Okay, now, empty or full?
Still full with like oxygen, just a different chemical.
What do you say?
Empty.
It's empty?
It's full of
Full? What's it full of?
oxygen.
Oxygen. Full of space. You said before that the cup, when it was full of water, you said it was full, but wasn't it also full of space? So if you say it's empty, that's not exactly correct. If you say it's full, that too is not correct. I mentioned this to you the other day. Once there were 3 blind men who came to see a sage, and they asked him, "What is the truth?" So the sage took them to see an elephant, and he asked each of the blind men to touch one part of the elephant. So one blind man touched the leg, and he said, "Oh, it feels like a pillar." Another touched the belly, and he said, "Oh, it feels like a wall." Another touched the tail, and he said, "It feels like a rope." And suddenly the 3 blind men started arguing and quarreling with one another about what is the nature of this elephant. So this delighted the sage tremendously. He said, "Okay, each one of you is right, but you're all wrong too. Each one of you, you've grasped just small aspects of the truth, but you're clinging to your limiting conclusions." So this is how the mind is. It forces everything into a certain one-dimensional understanding. So as a human being, what is a human being? If you say that the human being is a body alone, that's not exactly correct. If you say the human being is a mind alone, that too is not correct. In a way, the whole existence is within you. Modern science, they know this very well, that particles, they may be light years apart from one another. From one particle may be in one galaxy, another particle may be in another galaxy, but still they maintain a communication with one another. Now this body is filled with thousands, millions of particles. In a way, there's actually a physical connection between you and distant, faraway galaxies. But no, we never think of ourselves from this light, from this angle, that we are so multidimensional, and we're making ourselves creating so many boundaries, so many limitations about who we are. We have an idea about our role in life, the self-image. Somebody thinks he's a very intelligent man, somebody thinks he's a very compassionate person, somebody thinks he's a good man, somebody thinks this or that. But these are all exactly like masks we've created over our true nature. So what is this true nature? In yoga, we are interested in approaching this not intellectually, not logically, but through direct experience, to come to know of every dimension of who we are, not just the body, not just the mind, but even beyond the body, beyond the mind. And when you turn inwards and you discover your very innermost core, you'll find that at the innermost core you are as vast as the whole existence. So, this is what the whole science of yoga is trying to bring into your experience. We'll find that the more deeper awareness we have about ourselves is the more and more freedom that comes out of this awareness.